Hey there. How's it going? We're gonna be playing everything today. Not, not literally everything. Just the game, everything. We like to have fun here. We're a comedy channel. The game Everything that came out in 2017, that's been on my list of games to play. Has become highly recommended to me, and I've just gone, well, if I have the time, yeah, someday I'd like to. It's like Burly Men at Sea. People have been telling me to play Burly Men at Sea for like forever, and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks right up my alley, and then I just don't find the time for it. But everything is now free on the Epic Store, and I was like, well, fuck, it's like a 3-hour game. So we can just kick back and, like, relax. We're going to chill tonight and play everything. Not literally everything, wow. Wow. Never heard that joke before. So, that's the plan for tonight. Tomorrow night, I'll announce this on Twitter, but Aaron Moeller, a fellow streamer, a Twitch affiliate, will be on Encore. We'll be doing Super Mario Party to celebrate Clayton and I's birthdays coming up, because October is going to be all horror games. So that's the plan for Encore tomorrow. So that hopefully will be good. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. What a great way to sell tomorrow night's show. Hopefully it'll be alright. No, it'll be good. So that's the plan for Encore tomorrow. But tonight we're playing everything. Not literally everything. That joke's gonna get funnier and funnier every time I do it. The song tonight for the opening was Ronnie Law's Grace with from the album Flame. That was a nice, like, smooth jazz intro. It was very well, let's just say I did have sexual intercourse with my computer during that. Twitch, don't ban me for that. Okay. Let's, there we go. There's some game audio. The game started a while ago. Hold on. We're going to close the game and then relaunch the game. I didn't know that the game would start without me. Great! We're kind of off to a really good start here. Hopefully it lets me start over. Hopefully I didn't just miss the entire start of the game. If that happens, we're going to uninstall and reinstall the game. Everything is loaded. Okay, hold on. There it is. Wow, it looks great. Okay, good. We're going to delete that save, and we're going to start over. This game belongs to... Chat, you got to help me out with this one. I don't know what my name is anymore. Gregory. Smile. I'll put in my real name. I've been told to take this game slightly seriously. Only slightly, though. Oh. I know very little about this game. I know that I'll like it. That's what I know. I've never done that before in my life, but I think. How far do I need to get? Think. How long has this been going on? That's a good song. How long has this been going on? It's a classic. Where do I come from? Where do I go? Look at that horse. I'm an ass. Ooh, right? Forgot about that. What's this? Near thought icons to listen to thoughts. Okay. There's no thought to open. Okay. You are donkey. We got real footage of Shrek 5 right here for you folks. I want to know what this is, though. Can I do anything with this, or... I guess not. Okay. High-speed donkey. What are you? That's a little hog. Some wild hogs. There's the thought right there. As you wander around, you might sometimes feel a bit lost. That's normal. You don't need to worry about it. Lots of things have passed through here and felt the same. But eventually, everything finds what it's looking for. I feel like tonight might be light on jokes. I feel like I'm going to be like too emotionally moved by this, by the end of it, to be like, haha, the donkey roll. I feel like by the end of this, I'm going to be like, that donkey did roll, and I can roll too. It's like already really pretty though. Okay. There's another thought over here. You're off on a great adventure. I wish I could join you. And maybe one day I'll be able. Bye, Rock. What was, yeah, this thing. Let's go to that icon. Wait, I want to hear this thought. Trees generally like the rain, but not me. I'm so over it. Okay, what's this? Hi, Mike. You found me, finally. We've been waiting for you for such a long time. Notice my thought had the diamond thing icon? Look out for others with this. We're here to show you what you're able to do and help you navigate everything. Good luck. Things with the soul thing from Scooby-Doo movie. Do stuff. Look closely and you will find what you're after. Don't get discouraged. Everything is here to help you. Is that another wild hog? What is that? No, it's a baboon. It monkey. I want to know what these things are. Oh, there's another thought. If this whole game was just your rolling donkey who talks to trees, honestly, I'd be alright with that. I've lived here for generations. I remember back when grass was blue and the sun was a carrot. I remember when days were black and the weekend was a type of broken wheel. Come back when you need a story. More thoughts. Oh, there's like a whole bird party down here. I plan on really living my life a bit closer to when it ends. That's... Alright, that's too real. No, I can't like jump or anything. Everything sings. Singing is how all things communicate. Singing helps things find or avoid one another. It deepens bonds between some things and separates others. It's how things announce their existence. So, sing. Sing all day long. I want to hear what you sound like, and so does everyone else. If other things hear you, they might sing back. Space. Beautiful song. Let's go find some more animals. We gotta find another animal to sing to. There we go. Hey, you wanna hear me sing? Hi, monkey. I like you, monkeys. Bye, monkeys. Those are my friends. Monkey. Monkey. Big monkeys. I'm happy. Oh, these monkeys got swirls on their heads now. What's up with that? I don't know. Okay. This will all make sense. Don't give up. Keep looking and you'll find it. Isn't that? Yeah, there's another. It's a good mouse noise. Hey, how far back do you think donkeys go? You might not always feel it, but you took trillions of generations of donkeys getting mixed up all the way back to forever. It's incredible you made it through and finally arrived here. The other donkeys around here are reflections of you from back then, each with their own dreams and their own lives to live. As you meet other donkeys, you will sometimes feel inseparable from them. Find where you really start and end is up to you. Press V to join other donkeys. Bears! Okay. Where are the other donkeys? Them's monkeys. Them's mousies. Them's bears. Oh, I think these are donkeys. No, those are horses. I don't know where other donkeys are, game. You said they're close by, but I don't see any other donkeys. There's Monkey Mountain. There's the hogs. Am I ever gonna find more donkeys? Maybe I'm the last donkey. Oh, are these them? No, those are deer. Hanging out with the monkeys. Maybe they're up this hill. Donkey? No, those are more horses. Even though they very much look like donkeys. Guys, I gotta find my people. Donkeys? Donkeys! 2 donkey. Lots of donkey. Which donkey? This donkey's lonely? Look at all these ass. Oh my god. We are a destructive force. We will roll into your town and we will fuck you up. Some things will help you on your journey. Other things are just thinking about themselves and their situation they're in. You can trust all of them, or none of them. It's up to you. Let's go fuck up Monkey Mountain. We got more donkeys than they got monkeys. We can take them. Oh, what a cacophony of sound. There you are. Over time, you might find there's no right or wrong path to take here. As you explore, you might feel that parts of you need to go their own direction, because you can't control everything at once. At least not yet. Try letting go of a few things. I don't want to let go of my donkeys. There. I let one donkey go. I'm getting him back, baby. Fuck you, horses. You're just fake donkeys. Listen to that. Just like the noise of them moving. It's like the most hectic rainstorm you've ever heard. Do other reeds like the sun? I have no idea. You'd have to ask them. I couldn't care less. Alright, independent thinker. Got a free thinker over here, boys. We gotta kick some sense into him. Where's Monkey Mountain? There's a bear. We want Monkey Mountain, though. I think it's over here. Hey, birds, do you know where Monkey Mountain is? Alright, thanks. There we are, Monkey Mountain, baby. Take this. This is the bloodiest battle. Okay, let's talk to a bush. Remember this place and remember what you are. Keep it in mind as you go beyond here. You might need to find a way back to it. Okay. I want to accumulate more donkeys. Absolute donkey battalion. Oh, good. Okay. I was gonna ask where the next tutorial thing was. Yeah, riding cowboy. Hey, what do you make of all the small things around here? All the plants and little creatures, are they here for you? Are you here for them? It's hard to imagine that everything could be here for each other, because you can only see things from a donkey's perspective. Would you just fucking call me? Just as I can only see from a deer's perspective. But if you want to, you can only see things from a little thing's point of view. Try it. Descend. Get close to something small. Hold down click while using WASD. Descend. Oh, I'm a little flower. Oh, how pretty. You are Buttercup. Buttercup. Can I be his frog? Yeah. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? You are Green Frog. We're gonna keep on being Green Frog. Feeling kind of weird. I ate some dirt earlier and it's not going down too well. I don't know why I did that. I've been there, man. Ooh, a beetle. I hate it. I want to keep being a frog. I think IRL, I'm most like a frog or a turtle. Oh, ladybug. A worm. I'm stuck. Hi, friend. It looks like you've seen things from a little thing's point of view. Now you might be wondering what it's like to see things from the other way around. To see things from bigger things' point of view, out of all the points of view you find, which one is the right one? Oh, I can ascend? I want to be big grass. Oh my god. This looks strangely familiar. I've been here before. And I'm sure I've seen you. But I can't quite figure out when or where. Look at my donkey pack, though. I can see them out there. Ascend. Oh, I'm back to being a donkey. Can I ascend higher? I can be this tree. You must bond with first. Huh? Oh, okay. So can I... Okay, I can descend. I can ascend. What happens if I ascend? Oh, okay. Our whole donkey battalion just drowned. But so did Monkey Mountain, baby. We finally conquered Monkey Mountain. You're a green continent. I don't know if I want to ascend higher. I want to... I guess I'll ascend. The game seems to want to make me ascend. I'm Earth. That's the noise of everyone on Earth farting all together. How do you ascend higher than Earth? I'm gonna fly into the sun, though. This is for all the women who've ever rejected me. Dead. All of us dead. And now we ascend. Oh, can I be the sun? That's big. Let's ascend higher. With a galaxy. What's this?
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of this seminar is going to be, because it's too fundamental to give it a title. I'm going to talk about what there is. Now, the first thing, though, that we have to do is to get our perspectives with some background about the basic ideas which influence our everyday common sense, our fundamental notions about what life is about. Ideas of the world which are built into the very nature of the language we use and of our ideas of logic and of what makes sense altogether. And these basic ideas I call myth, not using the word myth to mean simply something untrue, but to use the word myth in a more powerful sense. A myth is an image in terms of which we try to make sense of the world.
Huh. Let's go see what this galaxy's thinking. You're here to enjoy the universe and everything it has to offer. And it is here to enjoy everything you have to give. These galaxies have a lot of thoughts. You're the echo chamber, listening to itself, and the eye watching itself, and the mind thinking itself. That's... Sure. That's a very, like, impersonal way of thinking about existence. Things are coming together, finally at last, and originally, as they always were. Thoughts absorbent in the mind. Press M key to open it. Oh. Huh. This exists, that arises, and no time has passed. There's no center but all. All of this is for you. How do you ascend? Oh my. What the fuck? What am I? A feedback spiral? Jesus. Can I... Okay, I can't ascend higher than that. Is that a feedback spiral? Would you like to join me? Just 2 feedback spirals floating through the cosmos. Okay. Would you like to join us? Oops. Well, now we're descending. Bonding's quicker if you sing a few times. Superstar cluster. Okay. So there's nothing smaller in a star cluster. That makes sense. I want to get back to the galaxy. Centicular galaxy. Okay. I want to hear more of this dude's lecture. If I can get close enough.
You, as a human being, you grow out of this physical universe in just exactly the same way that an apple grows off an apple tree. So let's say the tree which grows apples is a tree which apples, using apple as a verb. And a world in which human beings arrive is a world that peoples. And so the existence of people is symptomatic of the kind of universe we live in. just as hair on a head is symptomatic of what's going on in the organism. But we have been brought up not to feel that we belong in the world. So our popular speech reflects it. We say, I came into this world. You didn't. You came out of it. We say, face facts. We talk about encounters with reality, as if it was a head-on meeting of completely alien agencies, and the average person has the sensation that he is a somewhat that exists inside a bag of skin, a center of consciousness, which looks out at this thing, and what the hell's it going to do to me? I recognize you. You kind of look like me, and I've seen myself in a mirror, and you look like you might be people. So maybe you're intelligent, maybe you can love too. And perhaps you're all right. Some of you are anyway. You've got the right color of skin, or you have the right religion, or whatever it is, you're okay. But there are all those people over in Asia, Africa, and they may not really be people. When you want to destroy someone, you always define them as unpeople.
So far, I get what he's going for. Is this weird? I don't know anymore. For something to be weird, it would have to be unexpected. And I don't see anything unexpected going on at all. I understand where this lecture's going, right? But personally, like, my fundamental beliefs are kind of against what he's saying right now. Human beings are a symptom of life, of Earth. But an individual human is so much more than human beings. Does that make sense? Who I am, who you are, is not a symptom. We're in a regularity in a good way. Each one of us is special, right? And so I think grouping you have to group human beings all together, because we're all human beings, last time I checked. But as people, we're all different. And I think just going all human beings, that there's nothing special about existing, I think that's BS. I think there's something tremendously special about existing. Maybe he'll go into that. This is only the second clip I've heard of this, and who knows how many clips. So, life mostly involves going out and entangling yourself with others. But I want to show you another way of getting mixed up. A very beautiful thing you can do, and that's dancing. To dance is to move in a pattern and not towards anywhere in particular. To make yourself the destination, and to enjoy never quite arriving. Dancing always takes two, but the more the merrier. Everything dances a little differently, so try doing it with different things. Press 8. Okay. I want to go now. I want to... Yeah. I want to be a planet again. Ice planet. Is that poop? What is that? Grass. Are there any creatures on this ice planet? I guess my point earlier was that I just don't believe lumping everything together under one tag, even though human beings are one tag, I just don't believe that's the right thing to do. I want to be a moose. Let me be a moose. Moose. It would probably be easier to be a wolf, actually, if I want to do this dancing thing. Why can't... Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why. There we go. I want to link up a bunch of wolves. I want a big pack. Okay, was it 8? A new Arctic wolf is ready to be born? Oh my god. We can make 1,000,000 monkeys. The guy at the top of the screen shows when new arrivals are ready. Oh. Huh.
We have this hostility to the external world because of the superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether.
Okay.
Billions of years ago, you were a big bang.
Sure.
Now you're a complicated human being.
Yes.
But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we are still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process.
I get it.
You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
Okay. I get it. That's fucking beautiful. I think what he's talking about right now is probably reincarnation. Something that I actually kind of believe in. So that's... Yeah, I get it. I'm on board. I want to be this fucker, though. No, don't descend. Oh, now we're a rock. No, hold on. I want to be the big boy. Oh, I'm snow. Can I become more snow? What's the scent? I want to be the woolly mammoth. My whole wolf pack left, didn't they? Yep. No, they're right here. What's up, gang? We're gonna go be this woolly mammoth. Yeah. It's very silly. Look at those penguins. Just hightail it, dude. Okay, I want to get off Ice Planet. Whoa. Oh. How much? Yeah, wait. Can I? Okay. Guess not. Let's talk to this fella. I'm ready to survive and ready to face extinction. Whichever happens first. It's difficult to breathe out here, especially in summer. Okay, ascend. Can we make the islands dance? Come on. 8. I think I saw this in a Pixar short. Oh, yeah. What is it? X. That's right. That's how we make Baby Island. Okay, let's ascend. Sorry, God. I want to be a planet with some people on it. I want to be a dude drinking coffee. Oh. It's another lecture. I don't know if the lecture is the point of the game or what, but I'm incredibly enthralled by those and would like to hear as many of them as I can. We'll get there eventually. Just gonna take a couple light years. Don't worry about it. There we go.
What I would call a kind of a basic problem we've got to go through first is to understand that there are no such things as things. That is to say, separate things. That is only a way of talking. If you can understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of synonyms. They said it's an object, which is simply another word for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything about what you mean by a thing. Finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggly. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggly. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggly. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
I think after this game, I'm gonna like regain all the IQ points I've lost since graduating high school. So that's gonna be kind of cool. I'd very much like to be near something else right now. Particularly Green Planet. I liked Green Planet. There were things going on Green Planet. You know, you got monkeys on Green Planet. You don't got any monkeys on Ice Planet. So Ice Planet's kind of superfluous. Superfluous compared to Green Planet. Thoughts are the friction between things and other things. Thoughts would never exist if everything thought it was the same thing. As you go around listening to things, their thoughts will make impressions on your mind. When you go out and experience life, you will have your own thoughts, and they will reflect the things you've listened to and absorbed. Give thinking a go. Just try not to take it too seriously. Interesting. Things are just thinking about themselves and everything it is for you. I must be nature itself, no matter how far from it I think I am. There's genuinely like some truth to that last thought. Or the tutorial thing about like thinking. Like every thought you have is, I keep going in circles, round and round and round. Every thought you have is an impression of a thought that you heard. Right? Follow me on that one. Everything you are is a mix of everything else. Okay? I think I've just become the game. So every thought you think is a thought that is made up of thoughts other people have thought. Okay? So think, but don't take it too seriously. Because if you take your thinking too seriously, then everyone's going to take it too seriously. And if you live in a serious world, you live in a broken world. So you can tell whenever my genuine personal philosophy starts getting mixed in here. I mean, everything I'm saying I genuinely believe. Let's get that straight. But like my real philosophy that is like intrinsically tied with my personality based on humor, whenever you hear me talk about jokes and stuff and not taking yourself too seriously, you'll know I'm talking to myself a little bit.
You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish?
Try and grab it again.
Net.
Oh, okay, fair.
And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net. But in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. And I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you. The world is waving at me with you. And saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins, that we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful.
So I guess my genuine philosophy on that portion of it, death, I really, the schmaltzy crazy side of me believes in reincarnation to an extent. The serious, how do I explain myself? The schmaltzy dreamer side of me. I think that's a good way to split myself up. The dreamer and the joker. The dreamer is very buy into the magic. Anything can happen, full on optimist. And the joker is crazy. Maybe the joker. The comedian. Let's call him the comedian, because when I call him the joker, I just want to keep going, I'm the joker, baby! The comedian part of me wants to tear apart the dreamer. Wants to put him in a box. Not maliciously, but for the sake of a laugh. So that dreamer side of me believes that it's all a cycle. That we keep going after death. And then the comedian side of me is like, shut the fuck up. You die and then you're dead and that's the end of it. They put you in the ground. But that dreamer side of me, especially when it comes to death, overpowers it just enough where I can meet in the middle. And I truly believe, like, you die, you're dead. Right? Like, if I really want to be, like, really real about it, unsentimental, you die, you're dead. But you go on. Not physically, not spiritually, but the impression you make on the world continues. The impact you have on others continues. it's truly my belief is it's our goal as people to leave a good impact when we're gone. To leave a positive impact when we're gone. So that whenever the people we've impacted die, they leave a good impact. It's all about positive vibes. Positive vibes and jokes. I don't necessarily believe, maybe, that, you die and your soul wakes up as another person. There are times I do. There are times I can believe it. But there are times where that's just too out there for me, and I need something real.
You are a fluke.
And that middle ground's real.
You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, baby. Now, why does anybody think that way? There's no reason to, because it isn't even scientific. It's just a myth. And it's invented by people who wanted to feel a certain way. They want to play a certain game. Camus said there is only really one serious philosophical question, which is whether or not to commit suicide. Should you or not commit suicide? This is a good question. Why go on? And you only go on if the game is worth the candle. Now, the universe has been going on for an incredible long time. And so, really, a satisfactory theory of the universe has to be one that's worth betting on. That's it seems to me, absolutely elementary common sense. If you make a theory of the universe which isn't worth betting on, why bother? Just commit suicide. But if you want to go on playing the game, you've got to have an optimal theory for playing the game.
I don't really have anything to say about that one. I think suicide's a very, very complicated thing. And I don't have anything to say that's worth saying on a stream about that. We'll say that. Read my memoir. I am kind of beautiful, I guess. Sometimes. Maybe I'm not. I'm not. I'm ugly. I'm not really ugly. I'm pretty. Now I'm beautiful again. Okay, so now we're playing as an oil rig. Which, like, what an existence. Can I be... Wait. Fuck off. Genuinely, can I be... I don't think it'll let me. Long before oil rigs were around, far back through time, all buildings were the same thing. Something that spread into every building everywhere. Something all buildings still share here and now. You may find you aren't just oil rig, but every building in existence. An expression of this great pattern known as buildings. Everything secretly knows this, and you know it too. Flock mode Q. So. Huh. Okay. Oh, there's probably stuff underwater we could be. I want to go back to Monkey Island. Not the game, Monkey Mountain. I meant Monkey Mountain. Oh. What's up, boats? Be in this boat. Boats. I wanna hear it. Please, game. We're gonna honk until we can hear it. Yes, I would like to. I'm right here. I'm right here. Let me hear it. What's down here? Let's go deep. Okay. Let's try to find a different planet. Oh. First, let's listen to another recording.
If there is any such thing at all as intelligence and love and beauty, well, you found it in other people. In other words, it exists in us as human beings. And as I said, if it is there in us, it is symptomatic of the scheme of things. We are as symptomatic of the scheme of things as the apples are symptomatic of the apple tree or the rose of the rose bush. The earth is not a big rock infested with living organisms.
I agree.
Any more than your skeleton is bones infested with cells. The earth is geological, yes, but this geological entity grows people. And our existence on the earth is a symptom of the solar system and its balances, as much as the solar system in turn is a symptom of our galaxy. And our galaxy in its turn is a symptom of the whole company of galaxies. Goodness only knows what that's in.
Alright, we gotta find a new planet. You planet? Alright, can I kiss you? Green planet. Are we icy on green planet? Oh, we're rock continent. Who's on rock continent? I am all trees. Okay. Ooh. He didn't like me. Bitch. Fight me. They really don't like me. Oh, it's Bedrock. Dude, where's Fred? I'm planning something very intense that'll probably never happen. I've been there before. Why don't the rocks talk? Now I am rock. I am rock huge. I will squish all who stand in my way. I wish it would stop being rainy for good. I've just had enough. A dead tree can only take so much. Buddy, that's probably why you're dead in the first place, Mac.
When, as a scientist, you describe the behavior of a living organism, you try to say what a person does. It's the only way in which you can describe what a person is. Describe what they do. Then you find out that in making this description, you cannot confine yourself to what happens inside the skin. In other words, you can't talk about a person walking unless you start describing the floor. Because when I walk, I don't just dangle my legs in empty space. I move in relationship to a room. And so in order to describe what I'm doing when I'm walking, I have to describe the room. I have to describe the territory. So in describing my talking at the moment, I can't describe this just as a thing in itself, because I'm talking to you. And so what I'm doing at the moment is not completely described unless your being here is described also. So if that is necessary, if in other words, in order to describe my behavior, I have to describe your behavior and the behavior of the environment, it means that we've really got one system of behavior. That what I am involves what you are. I don't know who I am unless I know who you are. And you don't know who you are unless you know who I am. In other words, we're not separate. We define each other. We're all backs and fronts to each other.
Fuck. That makes sense.
We and our environment, and all of us and each other, are interdependent systems. We know who we are in terms of other people. We all lock together. And this is, again and again, the serious scientific description of how things happen. And any good scientist knows that what you call the external world is as much you as your own body.
Okay. You know, I really wasn't super on, onto an agreement with this idea that we're all just like intrinsically like linked together completely, even though it does make sense. But yeah, that one made sense. That made sense to me. That we define ourselves by what others define themselves, and they define themselves by what others define themselves, and so on and so forth. That makes sense. As you experience all of the universe things, each thing also experiences you. Things leave their mark on you as you leave your mark on things. And somewhere inside you is an impression of everything you've ever been. A great memory of things you can revisit any time, and feel what it's like to be them again. You're always free to transform yourself into anything. Monkey! Aw, big frog! Big frog! The animals don't like Big Frog, but Big Frog is ruler of land. Big Frog crush all who come near. I just realized. Big Frog get bigger. Big Frog get bigger. Let me ascend. Let me ascend. Let me ascend. Big Frog get bigger. Big Frog get bigger. Son, let me ascend. Let me ascend. Animal. No, wrong. Animal. Wrong. Animal. Wrong. Animal. Wrong. Animal. Big Frog. I will croak new life forms into existence. What is that dark spot you see? Am I going nuts? It's like a little bit darker right here. You see that? Don't forget you can dance with more than one thing. Right, well, I don't think I'm going to find any other big frogs in space. You know, never say never, though.
Your skin doesn't separate you from the world. It's a bridge through which the external world flows into you.
Right.
And you flow into it. Just, for example, as a whirlpool in water, you could say because you have a skin, you have a definite shape, you have a definite form. The whirlpool is a definite form, but no water stays put in it. The whirlpool is something the stream is doing. And exactly the same way, the whole universe is doing each one of us. And I see you today, and I recognize you tomorrow, just as I would recognize a whirlpool in a stream. I'd say, oh yes, I've seen that whirlpool before. It's just near so-and-so's house on the edge of the river, and it's always there. So in the same way, when I meet you tomorrow, I recognize you. You're the same whirlpool you were yesterday. But you're moving. The whole world is moving through you. All the cosmic rays, all the food you're eating, the stream of steaks and milk and eggs and everything is just flowing right through you. When you're wiggling the same way, the world is wiggling, the stream is wiggling you. But the problem is, you see, we haven't been taught to feel that way. The myths underlying our culture and underlying our common sense have not taught us to feel identical with the universe, but only parts of it, only in it, only confronting it, aliens. And we are, I think, quite urgently in need of coming to feel that we are the eternal universe, each one of us. Otherwise, we're going to go out of our heads. We're going to commit suicide, collectively, courtesy of H-bombs. And, all right, supposing we do, well, that will be that, and it'll be life making experiments on other galaxies. Maybe they'll find a better game.
That's cool that VR Chat is hosting a TwitchCon VR party. That's interesting. This is Major Frog to ground control. You really made the grade. And you're croaking in a most peculiar way. Okay, now I want to go home. Wait, can I be frog in here? I can be frog in here. Hold on. Frog. What even am I? A diffused nebula. How interesting. Hello, sir. I'd like to be you. May I be you, sir? Fine, don't talk to me, bitch. Spiral Galaxy. Okay, now we gotta find, like, green... Wait, can I just become Green Planet? Planet. I think I'm Ice Planet. There we go. Now I think I'm Green Planet. Ooh. City continent. This might be what I was looking for. This is actually what I was looking for. Just a bus stop. Cars. Are there people? I want to be his truck though. Let me be the truck. Hey guys, welcome back to GTA RP. Uh-oh. Coppers are on me. Oh. Don't honk at me. Cops. We don't want to be no stinking cops.
I wonder if it's ever struck you how curious a thing it is that most of the things that we experience, we regard as things that happen to us, which we ourselves do not originate, which are events expressing some sort of power or activity that is external to ourselves. And if you consider that, you realize that what you mean by yourself is rather narrowly circumscribed. Even events that go on in our own bodies are put in the category of things that happen to us in the same way as things that go on in the world outside our skins. If there's a thunderstorm or an earthquake, well, it happens to you. You're not responsible for it. But so in the same way, when you have hiccups, you didn't plan on it. If you have belly rumbles, you had no intention of doing it. And as to the catastrophic act of getting born, well, you had nothing to do with that. And you can spend all your life blaming your parents for putting you in the situation in which you find yourself.
I do.
And this way of looking at the world in this sort of passive mood as something that happens to you goes right down to our general feeling about life. It goes down to the way in which we have been accustomed to look at human existence as a precarious event in a cosmos that, on the whole, is depicted as being completely unsympathetic and alien to our existence.
I don't think I could ever join another pack. I like this one. Well, let's be friends with this purple truck. Hey guys. Baby. Oh, we're also a bus now. Look at this. This is a protected bus. Hey, you want to join us? We got convoy. Hi, Mike. I was wondering where you got to. By now you've been able to see a lot here, but not everything. When you first arrived here, there was a golden object in front of you. Yeah. Might feel distant now, but it's still there. This is a gate made by things who weren't able to see how you see. Many things entered it, but weren't able to come back out, so we kept it locked. I'm going to open it for you, but it's up to you if you want to enter. Good luck, and take care. You can now descend into the gate. Oh boy, I think that's like endgame. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm kind of liking my car pack. We lost the bus though. The bus got stuck, I think. Oh, pigs joined us. Join us. Join us. Join us. We're going eastbound and down Fort. Wait, that's the wrong trucker song. We got a great big convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? We're gonna ride this great big convoy. Da, 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 da. Can I dance? Baby police. Gotta start them young. I want to make like a hybrid child. I want to make like a bus meets a cop car child. Floor it. Quick, this guy's got a audio.
If you're reared with a 20th century, or shall we say an early 20th century common sense, which is based on the philosophy of science of the 19th century, you regard yourself as an accident, a biological accident, in a stupid universe, which is mechanical, but has no feelings. A vast, pointless gyration of radioactive rocks and gas in which you happen to occur. Of course, if you don't have that point of view and you are more traditional, you look upon yourself as a child of God. And therefore, under authority. In other words, there's a big boss on top of all this. And you better watch your P's and Q's, because that Almighty is looking after you. With the attitude of this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And when you look at the world in that image, or in the other image that it's a stupid mechanism, either point of view you take, you don't really belong. You are not really part of all this. Or to put it in the strongest possible way, it is quite alien to our thought that the external world, which is defined as something that happens to you, and your body itself is something that you got caught up with, it is quite alien to consider all that as you yourself. Because you see, we have such a myopic view of what oneself is.
I genuinely think maybe this game's philosophy might end up going against my own. In terms of, I feel individualism is very strong. It's, I think, very pertinent. I don't think it's just, I don't think... I agree to the extent that individualism is the regurgitation of others' thoughts. You know, I said earlier, like, every thought you think is someone else's thought that you're now thinking but you are the amalgam of so many other people's thoughts. You are incredibly special because you are the only one like you. And yes, everything you think is something someone else has thought at some point. But all your thoughts don't just come from one person. Or at least hopefully they don't. All of you is made up of a billion different people. That does make us all connected. I can agree to that. But I think that makes you the individual and individual. That's what makes you special. I think putting a blanket on everything, I don't know, I don't agree with that. I agree that humans aren't a mistake. I even agree that the universe isn't unfeeling. But I think the dismissal of the individual is something I don't agree with. We gotta get back to like those gates. Why did it have us ascend all the way? Ice planet. Not. I think that's ice planet again. I don't want ice planet. I want green planet. Green planet. Thank you. A yacht, baby. Welcome to the party cruise. Why are there penises in the sky? Ooh. What the heck did you guys get up to while I was gone? What the heck, dude? There's a whole, like, human civilization that started when I left.
Now, we come here to an extremely important principle, which is the different points of view you get when you change your level of magnification. That is to say, you can look at something with a microscope and see it a certain way. You can look at it with the naked eye and see it in a certain way. You look at it with a telescope and you see it in another way. Now, which level of magnification is the correct one? Well, obviously, they're all correct. They're just different points of view. When we examine our bloodstreams under a microscope, we see there's one hell of a fight going on. All sorts of microorganisms are chewing each other up. And if we got overly fascinated with our view of our own bloodstreams in the microscope, we should start taking sides, which would be fatal, because the health of our organism depends on the continuance of this battle. What is, in other words, conflict at one level of magnification is harmony at a higher level. Now, could it possibly be, therefore, that we, with all our problems, conflicts, neuroses, sicknesses, political outrages, wars, tortures, and everything that goes on in human life, are a state of conflict which can be seen in a larger perspective as a situation of harmony?
Okay. I don't necessarily have anything to say about that one. That one, like, yeah, it makes sense. I get it. I get what you're saying. It wasn't this dark last summer. This is really ruining my vacation. Okay, I don't know where the gates are. I'm gonna try going to a different continent. What about this one over here? What? That's another green continent. Will it be different though? Oh my god, yeah. What the heck? Can I be a castle? I can totally be a castle. Oh my god. What's up, gamers? You are Old Church. That's me. Old Church. Hello. I'm stuck in the lake. Okay, so this one's like medieval times. Let's see. That's a desert. Let's try. Oh, this is city again. Let's see if city's any different though. It's a little bit different. A gas station. Why were there two gas stations on top of each other? Meow. Is that a couch? I want to be couch. Hello. I am couch. Okay, but where are these gate things, though? I feel like I'm definitely missing that. U-I-O P F G H J K L Z X B N M. That's all the memories.
And you could say, aha, at last I see, I got the point. I've seen how all this makes sense.
Yeah.
But what this insight depended upon was your overcoming the illusion that space separates things. That is to say, the space, the interval between your body and mine. The interval created by birth at one end and death at the other. And then after somebody's death, then somebody else's birth. These are events with intervals between them. And normally we regard these intervals in time and these intervals in space as having no importance, no function. We tend to see the universe itself as really consisting in all the stars and galaxies. That's what it is. That's what we notice. But the space in which all this happens is sort of written off as something that isn't really there. But what one has to realize is that the space is an essential function of the things in the space. After all, you can't have separate stars unless there is a space around. Eliminate the space and you will see you couldn't have this phenomenon at all. And vice versa. You couldn't have the space. They wouldn't be there in any sense whatsoever if there weren't the bodies in it. So the bodies in the space and the space are two aspects of a single continuum. They're related together in exactly the same way as a back and a front. And you just don't get one without the other.
Okay. I get that one. I don't know where those, like, gates are. I really don't. If it wants me to go back all the way to the start, sure, but it's gotta, like, help me get there, man. Oh, dude, that's too real. Forgot how to dream in lies. Literal shit. Look at me, I'm playing as Clayton. That was a joke. Send. Oh, here I am back as couch. I remember couch. Okay, so it wasn't on City Continent. Green Continent seems overrun with humans now. I'm not going back to Icy Continent. I know it wasn't that one. Where did we originate from?
So the moment you see that intervals, that space is connective, you can understand at once how you are not just to be exclusively defined as a flash of consciousness that occurs between two eternal darknesses. That you consider that in the darkness that comes before your birth, there was no you, and in the eternal darkness that follows your death, there is likewise no you. And I'm going to discuss these matters not by appealing to any special spooky knowledge, as if I had been traveling on the higher planes and knew all my previous incarnations and therefore could tell you authoritatively that you are much more than this individuality. I'm going to do it on a basis of complete common sense, that everybody has access to the facts.
Okay. I'm gonna let the game play itself for a second. We're gonna see if it will take us back. Or it's just gonna send all the way up. Let's see what it does here. Gonna send actually I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea where it's going. I didn't know that there was more. Hydrogen? Which one's this? Peanut. That's my favorite element. Looping pollen. Can I ascend? Yup, I want to ascend, baby. Take me up higher. Oh, I've looped back around. Oh, it was cute. Oh, I didn't know it was cute. It's all cyclical. Like the circle of life. Is that a gecko? Gecko. What did he... Oh, it's a big radish. Snails. Didn't I start out as a donkey? That's right, right? Yeah. Yeah, because we had the donkey pack. Oh, maybe those gates that are unlocked are just the cyclical thing. Like, maybe that's what unlocked me being able to go full cyclical.
Life is a pattern of immense complexity. And what you call yourself as a living organism, say, I am my whole body at the very least. Now, what is that body? That body is recognizable, and I recognize my friends when I meet them again, and you recognize me. Although the last time any of you saw me, I was absolutely something entirely different from what I am now. Just as the flame of a candle is never a constant. The flame of a candle is a stream of hot gas.
Right.
Only you say the flame of the candle as if it were a constant. Well, it is a recognizably constant pattern. But in exactly the same way, we are all constant patterns. And that's all we are. The only thing constant about us at all is the doing rather than the being. It's the way we behave, the way we dance. Only there's no we that dances. There's just the dancing. There is no thing that whirlpools. There is the whirlpool. And in the same way, each one of us is a very, very delightfully complex undulation of the energy of the whole universe.
Yes, this game seems to be really about, like, I was about to say respawning. This is a gamer's game. It's all about when you die, you respawn, baby. No, this game seems to be all about reincarnation, which is good, because, like I said, that's something that, part of me really believes in. That it's all just cyclical. We're all just, like, part of the cycle. And maybe not in the Lion King sense of, you know, death, birth, and all that. But, like, when I die, what is me will probably become like a pencil or something. Right? And when that pencil becomes nothing, it'll become me once. Well, not necessarily me, but it could become a donkey. And then when the donkey dies, you know, then maybe it could become a protein. Like, it's all, we are all of everything, and everything is all of us. And I do believe that. I also believe that that's a very, like, optimistic view of the world. I think that's a very optimistic way of looking at things. Is that it's never truly over. Even though they say all good things should come to an end, it's never really over. Nothing is ever really over. And I think that's what this game's trying to say. I think. What is that? I don't like it. That's scary. What am I? Ew. I like it. I'm a grasshopper. I'm a praying mantis.
Because life is basically a game of hide and seek. Because life is pulsation. On and off. Here it is, and now it isn't. And by being this pulsation, we know it's there. Now, from those very tiny fast rhythms, which give us the impression of continuity, there are also in this universe immensely slow rhythms. And these are very difficult for us to keep track of. And they impress us and depress us as our own life and death, as our coming and going, which goes for what is to us such a slow pace that we can't possibly believe that it is really a rhythm. We think of it as our birth, as something quite unique that could never occur again, because we're so close to it, you see, and it's moving so slowly.
I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I have enjoyed this, but I genuinely don't know how much more I'm gonna get out of this, because this is something I'm not like thinking anything new. I'm not like learning anything new with this. These are thoughts I've thought about. This is things I've read about and talked about way before I ever played this. This idea that we're just kind of eternal and that we'll never truly we've been around forever and we'll never stop being around. It's all a cycle. That's not something that's new to me. So I genuinely don't know how much more I'm gonna get out of this game other than it's very pretty. This is a very, I definitely recommend this game. It's a very beautiful, very emotional. It's a wonderful, art piece, right? And games like that are incredibly important as we have games mature. As games as a medium continues to mature. And I'm not talking about maturing in the way of the, like Call of Duty, like shoot bangs. I'm talking about mature in that they have actual, like, mature things to say. Shoot bangs aren't necessarily always mature. They have graphic content that only, maybe adults should see, or those who can handle it should see. But that doesn't necessarily make them mature. When I say mature, I mean things that are emotionally mature. And I think games as a medium have only really started to mature in that way. So games like this are incredibly important, I think. So I definitely recommend it. It's just, this is a message I know. And I don't know what else I'm gonna hear that's gonna make me, it's like going to a sales meeting for something you already bought. You know the pitch. You have the product already.
The process of growth, the basic process of biology, is one in which lower orders are always being superseded by higher orders. But the lower order can never figure out, or only very rarely figure out, what the higher order is that's taking over. And may see it as a terrible threat, as total disaster, as the very end. But can never be aware that the principle of growth always has and always will continue. Because that's what's going on. But you never know what the next step is going to be. Because if you did know, you wouldn't take it. Because it would already be past. Do you understand this? That any certainly known future is an event of which we can say, you've had it. And in that sense, it's past. When we play a game, the outcome of the game becomes certain. We at that point cancel the game and begin a new one. Because the whole zest of the thing, which takes me back to the idea that this whole thing is a hide-and-seek game, is that you don't know what the next order coming up is.
I guess what he was talking about in that last thing is that time's almost non-linear in the way that we've experienced everything already. Which is strange. I don't know if I quite get that one. There's gonna be someone watching this who's gonna be like, this fucking idiot. This kid. He doesn't understand shit about shit. He talks like he does, but he doesn't understand shit about shit. And he's just gonna dismiss the game because he doesn't understand it. Maybe that's true. Maybe I am misunderstanding all of this. Maybe I'm just looking for what I want to hear, and then the things that don't make sense to me, I'm just not paying attention to. I don't know. There's definitely a thought there. I don't think it's true. But it's your opinion, I suppose. I'm Corn. What up? Oh. Now I'm Rock. But small rock this time. No big rock. Me just small rock. Those horses? No, those are cows. Hey there, cows. You heifers? Ugh.
We have this rather myopic way of looking at things. And we screen out from attention anything that is not immediately important to a scanning system based on sensing danger. But quite obviously, you as a complete individual are much more than the scanning system. You are in relationships with the external world that on the whole are incredibly harmonious. The energies of life in the form of temperature, light, air, and food, and so on, are streaming through you all at this moment in the most magnificently harmonious way. When anything is constant, it says, okay, that's safe, it's in the bag, you needn't pay attention to that anymore. And therefore, we eliminate systematically from our awareness all the gorgeous things that are going on all the time, and instead only become focused on the things, the troublesome things that might happen to upset it. Which is all right, but we make too much of it. We make so much of it that we identify our very selves, I, ego, with the radar, with the troubleshooter. And that's only a tiny fragment of one's total being.
Time's at 8:40. Wow. Oop. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna sit forward. You are plank length? Jesus. I'm neon. Anyone want to talk? Hello? Anyone want to talk to your old pal Neon? What do you mean not right now? Dust particle. Ew. I want to know what these bugs are, man. What is this? Louse? Oh, allow Z. And these guys are the, like... What are they called? They're like the water bears or something. Let me be a water bear. Stop! Frig. Well, now I'm an earring. Huh. Let's be a boat. Oh, to the party cruise. Frog? No, that's a lizard. Never mind. Ew. What are you? I don't like you. Bugs are just like inherently bad things. Can we agree on that, chat? Oh, cool. Be our guest, put our service to the test.
You very soon realize that your existence is not something that is just the hopeless little creature that's suddenly confronted with a great big external world that goes gah at him, you know, and eats him up.
Right.
Every tiniest little thing that comes into being, every minute little fruit fly or gnat or bacterium, I will go so far as to say is an event upon which this whole cosmos depends. This thing goes both ways. It's not only that every little organism which exists depends on its total environment. The reverse is also true, that the total environment depends on each and every one of those little organisms. So that you could say this universe consists of an arrangement of pattern in which every event is essential to the whole thing. Now, we screen that idea out of our consciousness in exactly the same way that we screen out the perception of space as an important reality. Just as we pay attention to the figure and ignore the background, so we see one way of looking at things, mainly that the organism is very frail against the environment. It lasts a long time, the environment, but the organism only lasts a short time. What do you mean the environment lasts a long time? What does the environment consist of? Just a lot of little things. When you get far enough away from all the organisms and the little bits of things, you see the environment in another scale of magnification. But actually, the whole thing is arranged in a polar system where the enormous depends on the tiny and the tiny depends on the enormous. And you get a relationship between these extremes, which can be called a transaction. They always go together. So in this way, we are always, as it were, overemphasizing a certain aspect of our experience.
Dude, if this is how the game ends, this is a perfect ending. We found the monkeys. Hello. I am Monkey. I would like to enter portal. What the fuck? Send into the gate. Oh, we're in Wacky Land. I cannot leave here. Like bacon? I'm the resident of this garbage dump, and I hate it. Cool. You are stuck here forever? What? I wish I wished for a different wish. I didn't want to... Okay, hear me out on this, chat. Wait, hold on. We're going to do some five-head thinking right now. Everything's connected, right? everything is together. Except for randomness, right? Except for the things that are uncalled for, unexpected, insane. I think going through that golden gate took us here, where things are just wacky and random and uncalled for and unexpected. I think that's what this is. Still want to get in here? Wow. This is the unpromised land. I never got to tell my parents how much I appreciated them. I had a lot of time. I just kept pushing them to the edge of my life as much as possible. I wanted them here. That's like too real. I wish I talked to my mother more. I wish I called more. There was so much time, and now there's none. I followed all the rules, you know. Did everything my parents taught me to. But over the years I became a living husk of a person. I never listened to myself. By the time I tried, there's nothing here. I'm the most unique thing in the universe. I have to be. There is no other possibility. What might have been? There were many times that my friends all went out together. Birthdays, weddings, trips. I missed them all so I could worry about myself. I missed all of it so I could accumulate more things. What a waste. I just feel wrong. I didn't used to feel wrong. I knew my grandparents, but I didn't really. Grown-ups never were real to me until I became one. There's no need to feel happy. They'll only lead to more sadness. So many times I could have asked him out. I never did. Please help me suicide myself. I've had enough. Please, please help me. I spent my life searching for this place. Now I wish I never found it. What the fuck? I kind of got everything I hoped for. But then I got more hopes too, and I wound up here. This place is hell. It's all my fault. I spent the last 23 years of my life filled with rage for my sister. We shared a room for 10 years. She was my best friend who knew me better than anyone. Somehow I blocked her out. I felt like I needed to. She was on her way out before I found myself here. I never got to say goodbye. There's nothing but sadness here, and it goes on for miles and miles. This is hell. Real, actual hell. I'm reaching levels of personal sadness that shouldn't be possible. The world is set up wrong. It's just set up wrong. I never spoke to my parents after I left home. My whole path in life was a way of showing them how dumb they were. I get it now, though. I understand. I just wish I did sooner. I had the biggest house you've ever seen. Gigantic. Now I have this entire wasteland of garbage. I was tricked. I never should have come here. Now I can't leave. This isn't anything like I expected. My children never spoke to me, and now they never will. I feared it all, and then made sure I was always as safe as possible whatever happened. I never realized how badly this would serve me. I hate myself, I hate myself, and I hate you. Why did all my things go? I lost everything. If only I stopped wanting more and more and more. All my life I've been afraid to step out of line. I've been on rails for years. Now it's too late. No way of doing it over again. You know, it could have gone so many ways. I thought that if I played it safe, everything would be okay. I'd never embarrass myself, and that would end up well. They don't let you die here. It just goes on and on. I was asleep the last few years. What happened? Where am I? I don't think this is random. I take it back. I don't know what this is, but I don't think it's random. You know, I took the whole thing too seriously. I wish I realized what a game it all was. This is a total nightmare. You need to get me out of here. My life is ruined. My world is ruined. There's nothing but ruin, ruin, ruin everywhere. Our parents tried to do all the right things, but we never saw it that way. Yeah, this is like some maximum feels bad man shit. I worked so much my marriage fell apart. There's a lot of things, of course. It all added up, but I never took the blame. Or realized I had any. Where's the piano? There's no way to be. I tried to be practical, you know. What are you, a xylophone? I went through it doing what I thought it would be reliable. I don't know if any of it was. Is that a xylophone? It's gone. I'm special, I'm special, I'm special, I'm special. Special. Only the pure mind can enter. Nothing is normal. I need to get out of here. Everything here hates each other. I lost it all. It's all lost. I tried to tell everyone, but they wouldn't listen. Now it's just me again. You cannot leave until your mind is clear. It took me 24 years of trying to get in here. Now I just want out. How do I clear my mind? I thought I wanted this, but it was all pointless. There's nothing when you get to the end. Nothing. You gotta help bust me out of this prison I put myself in. Is this hell? I expected it to be much nicer. Relatable. This is absolute most incredibly boring moment of my entire life. Right now, this one. The only way out is to empty. I got all these memories. Oh God. Do I dance? Should I dance? If you can't go out, look for a way in. Okay. Unknown planet. There, okay. Oh, this is... Right, hello. You are cake. Oh, but guys, I thought that cake was a lie. Oh. You're a rack of ribs. Rock small. Dude, is that the new Alienware laptop? Hold on. Oh, wait, we can go smaller. Your baseball cap. Your collapsed book. I would not put air horn under music. I forgot my name. I forgot where I come from. I forget everything. Wow, you're here. What a miserable place to find yourself. Everything here is frustrated. I want to go back to the world that created them. But here they are, trapped in the world they created instead. This appears to be the one place we can't think of ourselves out of. The harder we try, the more lost we get. The place isn't outside the universe, just a small corner of it that seems convincing. So much so that you can't convince anyone out of it. And so I've come to stay quiet, waiting for someone like you to come along and listen. As you have found yourself all the way here, you probably realize I could have nothing to say to you that you don't already know. And you can see that my thoughts and all the other thoughts in the world are your thoughts. And by listening to me, you're listening to yourself. Why hold on to these thoughts then? There's nothing precious about any of them. You can always let go of every single thought in your head. Of course, you'll be able to find them out in the world if you ever need reminding. So, if you can see a way with your thoughts, you can see your way out of here. Good luck. Open your mind. Empty it. Okay, well the game's just playing itself now. That was odd. The teapot. Okay, well this isn't the teapot. I'm a broken brain, baby. I think that might be it. I think that might be everything. That was good. I got kind of lost there in the middle, but you know. I think this game has a lot of really important stuff to say. But I don't think, me personally playing it, I don't think it said anything to me that I don't already feel pretty strongly. I believe we're all kind of connected in some way. I believe it's all cyclical. I believe everything has a purpose. You know, I believe all that stuff already, and what I can parse there from the game's ending, it's if you get stuck in a bad spot that you can't get out of, if you get stuck in depression, whatever it may be, anxiety, I think what the game's trying to say... Tutorial complete. Wait, hold on. Tutorial complete? I think what the game's trying to say... I think it's trying to say two things. That we're all connected, and that everything has a purpose. Which I agree with. And I think the game's trying to say, if you get stuck in the world that you've created for yourself, maybe the only way to get out is to just clear your mind and figure it out. I feel like that's what the game's trying to say. And I agree with that too. I assume that's what the game's messages are. And that's, yeah. Like, I agree wholeheartedly with those. I think it's great that those messages are in a game. It's just for me personally, that's stuff that I already feel very strongly about. And so, while I think the game presents it really beautifully, I don't necessarily know... I don't necessarily feel like I got anything new out of this experience. Anything, truly new. I don't think I'm walking away from this with any new ideas in my head or anything. But I'm hoping that this game does put these new ideas in lots of other people's heads. People who haven't really thought about it like that before. I hope it does that. If it can turn a pessimist to an optimist, that's what I'm hoping for.
We say now, what is important about people is their unique individuality. And we have been given an immense psychic investment in our own individuality by our upbringing. What are you going to amount to? What are you going to contribute to human life? What's your particular destiny going to be? It's a fine idea. But the thing we don't understand is that it won't work, this great idea, without being balanced with its opposite.
Yeah.
Just as you can't have the back without the front. So you cannot have the values of a unique personality unless at the same time
you have that connectedness. Yeah.
That there is another level at which we're not unique at all.
Yep.
But that I am you and you are I. See, every one of you feels that you're the center of the universe. And that everything else is happening around you in a circle. You can turn around and you can see sort of equally far in all directions, especially if you're in a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. But the key to living like a good, healthy,
true from the standpoint of astronomy,
positive life is to realize you're not the center of the universe. You're the center of your universe, but not the universe. Nobody is.
On this ball is the center of its surface. You can see at once that any point can be the center of its surface. So legitimately, all points in the universe are the center.
Yep. You see what I mean, chat? I'm not trying to do a, like, five-head, I am very smart and deep, I'm 13 and this is deep bullshit. Like, genuinely, this is stuff I feel very strongly about already. And it's wonderful that this game has presented these ideas, hopefully to people who have not thought about these ideas like that. But I genuinely... It isn't saying anything new to me. It's not saying anything I don't already feel incredibly strongly about. And that's not a bad... I'm not being like, don't play this game. This game's genuinely very, very good. But... no, there's no buts to that. This game is genuinely very, very good. I enjoyed my time with it thoroughly. It's just I'm walking away, not with new ideas, but with reinforced ideas. I think that's the best way to put it. Let's be some pizza. I want to be pizza. I want to be pizza. No pizza. No pizza. Yeah, baby. Get ready, 'cause here I come. Hello, talking bush. Your size is always relative to the things around you. You can change your size whenever you want. But I know that by making yourself bigger, you also make the world smaller. There's no right or wrong size to be. Hold up or down. R? It's pizza time. Get ready, 'cause here I come. Oh boy, I'm just getting stuck on everything. This would work much better in space. Wow. What a spectacle. I'm really glad we got to do this together, Mike. This has made my life worth living. None of this would be possible without you. Thanks, Rock. I'm really glad I got to do this with you, too. Okay, I can't get over there. Hello, I would like to... Okay, we gotta get smaller.
We are all like the nerve ends on your own skin. See, at every point on your skin, there's a little nerve end going beep and getting information from the outside world.
Beep.
Another and another and another, all over. And they all constitute your total sensitivity. So in the same way, when all these people sitting around here, with their little eyes and little ears and things, they're going beep, and they're all really one common sentiment called I, which is looking at itself from ever so many different points of view. Only, we are so close to it, and we are so absorbed in the different ways each one of them is doing, that we neglect the community underneath. But we don't realize, you see, that just as we know how to do this, we know equally well how to turn the sun into light, how to blue the sky, how to blow the wind,
How to blue ourselves.
the ocean, how to digest food, and I might add, to be digested and transform, but the pattern keeps going, and it's always you. Only you see, you have this marvelous capacity to transform yourself without knowing that you're doing it. Therefore, you keep surprising yourself. And therefore, you keep on doing it. Because if you didn't surprise yourself, you wouldn't go on doing it. It's just the very fact, you see, that you seem to be the victims of a thing you don't understand, and that you seem to conclude your life every time in a wipeout called death, where all your control goes, is just exactly that opposite condition to what you call being alive that allows you to be alive.
Right. Give me 1 second, chat. One moment. Hold on. Sorry, I don't usually get on my phone during the stream. Okay. Well, now we are pizza. Now we are bus stop. Wait, can I be reptile? Big reptile. Big. Make reptile big. Can I get new reptile? I think that's the only reptile I got. Wait, there he is. Whoa! They say he's got to go. Go, go, Godzilla. Oh no. There goes Tokyo. Go, go, Godzilla. Nothing can hey, chat. Legit. I agree with this cloud. Nothing can happen to you that you're not equipped to endure. Nothing. Bad times will come, chat. I'm not going to sugarcoat that at all. You've probably not even had the worst day of your life yet. But you can endure. You can get through that, chat. Because you've also probably not even had the best day of your life yet. So you can endure the worst day. You can endure the bad times. Because you're going to get to the best day. You're going to get to the good times. And then those good times might turn into bad times again. But then those bad times, well, they're going to turn into good times again. You can endure it all. I have nothing but utmost faith in you. I say this not because someone on the internet told me to. I say this not because this clown told me to. I say it because it's the truth. It's something I've experienced. I'll be real with you, chat. I'm honestly kind of waiting, not to rip off Bob Ross, but I'm honestly waiting for the good times to come. But I'm enduring these bad times. Because I know those good times will come. They'll come for me, they'll come for you.
One of the first things which everybody should understand is that every creature in the universe that is in any way sensitive and in any manner of speaking conscious regards itself as a human being. That is to say, it knows and is aware of a hierarchy of beings above it and a hierarchy of beings below it. If you take such a tiny creature as a fruit fly, which lives only a few days, it is aware of all sorts of weird little animals and objects and spores floating in the atmosphere which we don't even notice unless we've got a microscope around. And it criticizes them as being inferior animals and all that sort of thing, whereas human beings are things that it doesn't comprehend. They're as much outside its intellect as a quasar is outside ours. And we see these far-off objects floating in the heavens, and we have only the vaguest idea of what they may be. But there is, I think, a fundamental principle that everybody must understand, and that is the principle of relativity. That is to say that wherever you are, and whoever you are, and whatever you are, you're in the middle. That's the game.
Oh? The world is not your world. Everything is a game based on the game you're in. And if we're being honest, a pretty shabby reflection of it. This isn't about giving you something different to see, but giving you a different way of seeing. If you can see that you are neither big nor little, nor that you might also see that I am neither real nor unreal, but both. We can speak to each other as friends, and believe me, this is really happening. But you also can see that I'm a bunch of badly organized polygons masquerading as a cloud. Now the real game begins, Mike. From now on, things can come and go very quickly. You can create and destroy things as much as you like, or as much as I can handle. What the fuck? Okay, no, get rid of this. There's only one way to go out. There's only one way. Cool, we're a palm tree. That's not what I want. Animal. Not a giant mouse. Not a giant wolf. Not another giant mouse. Not an ass. Okay, that one monkey. Where other monkey? Do I have more than one monkey? Frog. Horse. Mammoth. Moose. Wolf. Moose. Mammoth. Ass. Horse. Wolf. Ass. Wolf. Mouse. Okay, give me the other monkey back. There we go. This is the only way to go out, chat. This is the only way to end the stream. We take monkey. We make monkey as big as possible. He is grape ape. He's over 40 feet tall. He's a friend to us all, chat. And then we make billions of monkey. All monkey. Finally, we make Monkey Mountain out of monkeys. Hello? I can't make more monkeys? This is Monkey Mountain. We are all Monkey Mountain. More monkey. We are Monkey Mountain. We are Monkey Mountain. We will conquer. What happens if I make myself really small? Oh. Okay. Some monkey big, some monkey small. This happens. This happens. There's more. There's more of the lecture. Hi, I'd like to hear the lecture. How do I, like, angle myself? Other trees aren't exactly fans of summer like I am. Okay. That's cool, man. But...
when you stand and you can see a horizon all around you to exactly the same distance, you're in the center of a circle because your senses extend a certain direction in all directions and therefore give you the impression of being in the middle. Now, everything in the world feels like that. And also it has its own kind, which look natural to it. You see, spiders and hydras and sea urchins and so on don't look very natural to us. We say, well, I wouldn't want to look like that. But they say when they see us, well, what kind of an awful thing is that? And what a lot of nonsense it does. Because the definition of a person is where you look from. And they, you see, in their situation, feel just as cultured as we can possibly feel. And they have their distinctions and their snobberies, just in the same way that we do. Because you see, they dig all sorts of things that we don't even notice. We think a person is cultured because they play the piano or the violin or they read poetry or they have a big library and they have paintings all around and they have a fancy house and so on, and we say, well, there's a person of culture, and we can see at once that this is really some rather elegant human being. But when you get down into the world of fishes, they have exactly the same thing. Only, instead of depending on collecting a lot of books and things like that, it is the precise way, the very subtle wiggles of a tail, the little tremors of vibration that makes one fish a very superior fish as compared with other fish. And all the other fish look at that one and say, oh my, to be like that, what a genius. To be able to do just that little extra thing. See?
He's talking about me right now.
Very sensitive. Even airplanes in formation can't begin to do what birds and fish can do in their communal swirling dances that they do.
Well, chat, we made Monkey Mountain. I don't know how to top that. Documentary mode sounds interesting, but I'm not going to do it on the stream tonight. I'll be real with you, Chief. This was good. This was a good, like, chill, laid-back stream. Tomorrow on Encore, we're going to be doing Super Mario Party with Aaron, and Clayton, of course, with Clayton. So, get ready for that. Get excited for that. I hope this stream matters to you in some way. And I don't mean this is the most important stream you've ever watched. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that I hope you watch this, and if you are dealing with the shit that we deal with nowadays, if you're dealing with shit that only you can experience and go through, I hope what I've said seriously matters to you in some fractional way. Even if it's just to put a little thought in the back of your head that you can endure, you can get through this shit. I hope that happened with this stream. But I also know you don't come here for me being serious, and I don't stream to be serious. So I hope that my jokes, my comedic air also helps you get through whatever you're going through right now. I hope, there's not much I can do for you specifically. I can't solve your problems. I can't even, convince you to stay here, because chances are I probably don't know you. But I can put my jokes out there. I can put what I'm saying out there. I can try to at least make you laugh. And make it so that your mind isn't completely filled with the anxiety of what you're going through. Or I hope I can brighten your day. And I hope if you're watching this, that your day even fractionally is brightened because of this. Because you deserve that. You deserve even a fractional reprieve from whatever it is you're going through. And you may be thinking to yourself, you just said you don't know me. How do you know I deserve it? Because you're human. You're human. No one deserves to hurt and suffer 24/7. No one. So I hope I was able to contribute a reprieve for you for the 3 hours I was streaming. But I've been doing Fudge Films for 3 years now. And I hope somewhere along that way, up to this point and after this point, I can continue to be a reprieve. Because you deserve that. So that's all I'm done being serious. We're gonna knock it off. No more serious stuff. We're on Monkey Mountain. First rule of Monkey Mountain's no serious stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Encore. I promise it'll be at least 95% less serious. 95% less serious. And if not, Fudge Films is only going to be a serious motivational channel from now on. I'm only going to do like TEDx talks about how to improve your life. But you really should not take that advice, because my life's kind of dog shit. So, thanks for tuning in tonight. You are a orangutan. That I am. That I am.
Then check this out.